if you have a startup, and even if you're coming from campus, and even if you invented it and you want to use your IP, the first thing you have to do, and this is very common, is license it from your own university. Startups where they're at the stage where they want to start their company based on research that happened at the university. First thing they have to do is get rights to it. And they got no money. Right. So they're looking for a guy in his basement. That's the deal. Right.
Yeah.
They don't want to go to Wilson Sonsini. That's going to be $20,000.
So what are some like key considerations for the founders that are looking to do this? And, what does a successful tech transfer in your eyes like look like to you for both the founder and the tech transfer office?
So you mean doing a deal with tech transfer?
Mm-hmm.
There's actually not that much variability. I think a lot of people, it's very esoteric, but at least at Berkeley and most universities, the license agreement is online, but you can see it ahead of time.
It's online? Oh, I didn't even know that.
There are terms that can and are negotiated. Most of it is what we call the term sheet terms. This is boring stuff, by the way. Term sheet terms like upfront payment, running royalty, milestones, minimum royalties, that kind of thing are all negotiated, and the fact is, the way it works is that, hey, if you don't want the university to take equity in your company, maybe you can increase the upfront payment. Just all these things just sort of float up and down. Frankly, that's actually not hard to get to fair terms. Most universities, Berkeley is one of them, most universities are actually fairly reasonable. We actually want the startups to succeed. A startup's success is our success. So you figure out the term sheet terms, and then you move on to doing the full-blown agreement. It takes time, and depending on who your counsel is, maybe they push on different things, and maybe the university pushes back on different things. But, a month to 3 months later, you've got the agreement. Success, right? So anyway, that's the process. It's actually not that exotic.
By the way, I find it riveting because I have a lot of colleagues who are coming from the bench, and this is like a foreign language. What is this term sheet terms? Licensing agreement? What is this? I think it's like incredibly important for anyone who's at the bench. Go take a peek at the licensing agreement online, which I did not know was available.
They're not secret. You can see the gaps. Like there's literally like a place where you can put what's the royalty rate. And you just read through the agreement, like, okay, we need to figure out each of these terms. And those are what's primarily negotiated, the numbers. But then other terms, like written terms, will be negotiated too.